Welcome in. You are with Greg, and this is the Badger Beer Report Network. This is What's on Tap, our virtual trek across Wisconsin to showcase the freshest craft beer in a dairy state. Welcome back. I haven't been here for, what is it, a month or two now? And looking to get back to doing this every week. And couldn't pick a better week to get back here because on Tuesday we have St. Patty's Day, which is one of the biggest drinking days in America and the world, let alone Wisconsin. And we like to celebrate beer here. So let's see what's on tap around the state. There is plenty to choose from. The brewers are cranking out the social media posts, but they're also cranking out some good fun beers for us to check out. So let's jump right in. If y'all familiar with the what's on tap, I do not appear on screen because I would like the beer to shine through, and the focus should be on the beer when it's a show called What's on Tap. So, uh, but I'm Greg. Maybe as you can see if you're looking, and yeah, let's get started here in my home part of the area or my local area in Wisconsin, Madison. And we're going to start here with Carbon 4. Let's get a Doppelbock going here, y'all. Carbon 4 released their Carl's Lowest Common Denominator, which is back on tap. And it's a good time because it's a tasty malt bomb, they say. And they're not giving us any information here, but y'all know Doppelbocks are big and heavy for the most part. This one looks very good, and it should be appropriate for what we have coming in this weekend, weather-wise. Moving over to Working Draft, they have an Oyster Dunkel. I don't even think I read that the first time. I just saw Dunkel and I was like, oh, that sounds good. It's a roasted malt Dunkel, and then it has 1.5 pounds of oyster shells fermented with German lager yeast. Okay, okay. And then also it looks like they are showing off in this picture. They're showing off the Irish red ale that they have going for the St. Patty's Day celebration that begins tomorrow. And oh yeah, the Wary Traveler is going to be there. Probably, I think they were they doing Rubens. If y'all are familiar, Wary Travel is a good restaurant here. And then oh, they also have the Irish Blood Dry Stout. So they got all kinds of things going on at Work and Drive, like usual. And it's probably all delicious, like usual. I was there, was it last week? I don't think I'm going out this weekend, but if I did, this will be an interesting place to stop. Check it out if y'all are out. Uh, Sliding right down the street, we have working. No, I'm sorry, that was Working Draft. We have Giant Jones, who has released their Extra Blonde Ale 10.9, and then the Rum Barrel Quad. Somehow not somehow coming in at 10.1, less ABV than Extra Blonde. Wow. Both are on tap and available in bottles right now at Giant Jones in Madison. Heading out of Madison and down to Topsy Turvy and Topsy Turvy Lake Geneva. Sorry if I don't know that correctly. But South Central Wisconsin for sure. What grabbed me here was the Grasshopper Soft Serve Release Green Beer. Is that so? Is it a slushy or is it ice cream? I don't know. I'm intrigued enough to head over there, but I can't do it until Tuesday, apparently, right? So Tuesday during their St. Patty's Day, this is what they'll have. So and it looks like they're gonna have cocktails. Looks like a whole bunch of fun at Topsy Turvy. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested. What is this grasshopper soft serve green beer thing? I'm in. I'm in. Heading over to the Milwaukee area, we have three that the Fermentorium is releasing to yesterday. So it's on tap when they will open today. They're already open. A Heffa, which is not, I mean, it's definitely a spring style, right? Nice German style here. It looks like just a straight heifer, nothing crazy going on with that one. And then an oat cream IPA. Hmm, interesting. It's called Ninja Leave No Trace. Starts with an irresponsible amount of malted and flaked oats. That's funny. Some lactose and get some silkiness in there, and then double dry hop with citra. That sounds fun. That sounds really fun. And then the Irish Stout roasty. I don't know why I'm moving from bottom to top, but that's just how this one worked. It looks like a classic Irish Stout here. Roasty coffee, smooth. That sounds great. And this is at the fermentorium, and it's there right now on tap. Indeed, they have a pint of O'Connor Law. It's named for John O'Connor, the Irish style. This Irish style red pays tribute to an unorthodox solutions. Okay. This dark red in color, this medium bodied ale harbors a toasted malt flavor with notes of caramel and toffee. So it sounds like a straight Irish style ale. It looks great. Shout out to the SM crew over at Indeed. That looks great and inviting. Amorphic, still saying in the Milwaukee area here, we have Amorphic. They have two. They have the business nachos. Here I go again, starting, but that's the picture there, right, y'all? With Galaxy, Citra, and that looks like that. And then I don't know, they use some big words. And then bubblegum. Hmm. All right. Saturated cantaloupe, peach, citrus, and bubblegum notes all day. Okay. Okay. Um, on draft Wednesday, so it's on draft now. And then by the time y'all get there today, they'll have some cans for you too. And look how bright that looks. I mean, I know the sun is going hard on that picture, but and then Dad Noises Deepen is an American Pale that they got with a whole bunch of exotic hops. What is it? MZ, Minalika, and Nelson Savon. Yeah. So that sounds fun too. Over at Amorphic, they're always pushing the envelope on taste and style, and different, you know, putting different things together to make unique beers. That is Amorphic for y'all right down the line. Um, we have Pilot Project here is looks like this is a big piney West Coast IPA for those who like the pine. They're calling it the Isles of Pine. It is from Brutalist Brewing Company, which is one of their incubated breweries. And it looks like a honeyed malt background. And then they let the hop shine with deep citrus notes and the clean, sharp bitterness of a breath of a cold day. So this sounds like a big piney one. I would, if y'all down for that, I would go for that. Our friends at Deadbird, which you should be seeing some content that Joel has been working on here, but recently a couple visits and a couple conversations, I believe. But this one here is the Irish Stout that they got. Join the party this 15th, I think. I'm not sure if this is on right now. It says join the party this 15th. So Sunday they're having a party. Hopefully that goes off because y'all know what Sunday's supposed to be like. But I would check before you go to. Listen, that bird is fun, so I would just go there, and if they have it, that's it. But it doesn't. It's not saying when this is released, so I'm not telling you to go there and look for it because it may not be there, but it's definitely going to be there, obviously for St. Patty's Day, and it's definitely going to be there on Sunday for this free entertainment that hopefully does not get canceled because of the incoming weathering. So yeah, but it looks the part, right? I love when y'all have these pictures with the beer overflowing like that. It looks great. Our friends at Gathering Place. I guess I got this mixed up because Amorphic and Gathering Place couldn't be closer, and then I kind of okay. Well, either way, they Gathering Place's sister Brewery. If y'all remember, they bought the owners of Gathering Place bought Sahala Brewing now over a year and a half, or now over approaching a year and a half. And so now it looks like this folklore dry stout is going to be the stout that is in Gathering Place and Sahala for the St. Patty's Day. Looks like a smooth, dark beer with coffee. It looks right down the road for a dry stout. It's the time of year for dry stout. And this is available at River West and Tulsa in Sahala, I'm sure. Class of 25 collaboration brewery, Fond du Lac Brew Company. Not even open a year yet. They are collaborating with one of our one of our OGs or one of our, older, very, very German branded breweries over at Bavarian. Uh, Great restaurant, great grounds, all that. Fond du Lac. They're brewing a Belgian double. Okay. I given Lyle's background, the brewer at Fond du Lac, or not his background, but what I know about him, I know he loves to make crisp lagers and stuff like that. So y'all pick a double to do is interesting, and it's probably really good. And I'm not sure if Lyle has he might have a Belgian on already. I'm not sure though. Not when I was there, I don't remember. So this is likely to be a memorable one, y'all. And it's today at 4. So opening soon for those in Fond du Lac. That should be fun and interesting. If y'all on the ground, please let us know how that one tastes. And we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay in Fond du Lac. Lionel's got he's got his Fountain City Amber. So a little history lesson. Before it was known as Fond du Lac, y'all, the city was nearly named Fountain City, inspired by the natural artesian wells that once flowed through the area. With water like that, great beer, Green Bay beer is part of the whole tradition, right? Amber ales have long been since a Wisconsin staple, malt forward and balanced, made strong across the bar. So, yeah, this probably Wisconsin Classic brewed the way it should be. This looks like you're just, again, you're straight amber. It's probably delicious and crisp if y'all are familiar with Lyle's uh, beers. I don't know. I've been there twice, and everything has been delicious and crisp. So I expect this one to be too at Fond du Lac Brewing Company, and also they have the collab, y'all. So got the collab, and they got the Fountain City Amber. So all is good at the class of 25 collaboration. Newberry Fond du Lac Brewing Company. Oh, Yard 65. They are putting out what is this, y'all? Oh, this is why because this is why I remember this one, y'all. This is a it's called the barrel aged vanilla porter. Patiently aged for 7 months in all authentic bourbon barrels. From Lead Rock Brewing. I'm not familiar with them. Maybe I should be. It has a deep charred wood notes with smooth bourbon warmth. Complements the rich velvety vanilla. It's bold, complex, and ultimate defense against this cold, windy day and this cold, windy weekend. Looks like tomorrow, or no, today they're doing game time right now, y'all. They got $10 pizzas. Head over, head over. And they also got their big red ale. Comes with a pull tab. All right. Well, a perfect beer for the weather that's coming in that won't be perfect, but at least the beer at Yard 65 will be. Oh, a fifth word over in Oshkosh. One of the recent visits that I just completely enjoyed. They a pastry inspired amber. So they did another collab with our friends at Gabe's Wisconsin Kitchen and Tavern. Let's see. They cut loose with a pint of turtle cheesecake inspired by amber ale. So this dessert in a glass blended cocoa nibs, vanilla, caramel, and toasted pecans. Wow. Interesting. Now that's not a straight amber, y'all. But that sounds fun. And probably perfectly executed if it falls in what I know about this brewery. So check it out, y'all. A turtle cheesecake inspired amber ale. Let's go. Oh, class of collaboration host and friend, very much friend of the show and Badger Beer Report is Vault 202 in Appleton. Another very young brewery putting out a very, very apt beer, the Winter Storm Special. So it looks like they're giving it looks like $5 pints on Burns like the cold weather pale ale. Yeah, good timing on this one. I think they had this one on tap, y'all, but like obviously, you brew it in February, it's gonna be appropriate and people are gonna like it. So there you go. I got another amber, y'all. Or I'm sorry, they're calling this a copper red pale ale, right? But it looks the part of an amber. I'm really intrigued by this one, the copper red pale ale. Hmm. Interesting. Uh if you're in Appleton for the Stout Fest, y'all, uh and over at McFleshman's, you might want to dip in for this one because they're giving it's $5 a pint. So um that's starting to be a really good price too, by the way, y'all. The way price has been going. And that's at Vault 202 in Appleton. We're gonna head up the coast more to Green Bay and our friends at Titletown. Happy birthday, Titletown! It's 30 years old. Yay! I wish I had clapping music, but I might do, but I can't get over there. But they're celebrating the celebration of their birthday continues. It doesn't say about this, but I'm celebrating it. We got a wit beer. So it's funny because you see some of these breweries, right, y'all? We've seen a bunch of we've seen a barrel age, we've seen some ambers. So they're still kind of staying in the winter, but some of them are like, man, where's spring? You can tell by what they're brewing because wit beer is a perfect spring beer. But it'll work. Your cold weather, right? Your cold weather escape in a glass. So you know what they mean by that, right? I mean, it's drinking like it's spring and let's get the spring going, right? But yeah, over at Titletown, really nice place, but nice view, everything. The beer is just really crisp and excellent. So this is their white cap wit beer at Titletown. Oh, I jumped ahead to Green Bay and kind of skipped over to here, but we're heading back for Cocoon with the little Cocoon houses. They are releasing three beers, two hazies, which is cool. When you release two hazies, though, you almost gonna expect them to be hazy, right? But also be completely different. So the one in the middle here says Idaho 7 and El Dorado, right? And then the one on the bottom says Citra and Simcoe and Amarillo. So you should definitely get right? You should definitely get two different hazies here with two different. I would so put that on my flight just to see what's going on. And then of course, the top one and for me personally, probably the best one I'm gonna like if I would try all these would be the black IPA. I'm a sucker for them. Let's see, Cascade Chinook and Simcoe. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Unique style that'll surprise you. And then a nice little bitter background. Let's go. Let's go up the Cocoon or up from here for me and deep here, right outside Green Bay. Might as well be Green Bay. And Fragments of Flight. Yeah, that's the can art there for that one. I just wanted to show that, like, just how beautiful that can art is. Uh, this is great. Look at that. So good work with the artwork there, Cocoon. Uh, Yeah, so back to Green Bay proper here. We're going to go over to Badger State. They have their mint whitetail stout, and they got Jameson beer tails and other fun there. I bet you they got a green beer, but that might count as your green beer. Look at that. Is that how it looks? Is that how it pours and all that? Hmm. Man, I'm not a mint fan, but I would love to try this one. And if y'all are a mint fan, that looks fun right there at Badger State. Here's another one. So Anapi, Anapee's right outside of Green Bay, right? And they also have one in Green Bay. Um, but they have a sweet, fresh raspberry meets creamy nitro porter. I mean, look at that beer. Like, is that not look just excellent? Now, if y'all know me personally, I'm not really a big fruited porter person, but I would try that one really hard, and it looks great at Anapee. Look at that. And it's not gonna. They say it's not. Yeah, they say on like two posts, this is not gonna last long. So, y'all get over there because I mean, look at it. It looks perfect. It actually looks like a coffee. Class of 25 collaboration brewing. Our newest brewer. We don't have a newer brewery than Boulder Junction, y'all. And it looks like, yeah, 8 inches of snow, man. Yeah, well, y'all about to get what 8 more, 10 more, right? But they do have their hazel sub deli sandwiches. I talked to Ian, and he said that they are just flying out of the tap room. So get there early, or I don't know, get one if you can. Apparently, they're really good. And then they just dropped their patiently waiting IPA again. So it looks like a new batch. I'm pretty sure that was one of the ones they rolled out with. So they are open. Oh, let's see. Are they open now? Yeah, it's 3. They open now, and they'll be open till 9 up at Boulder Junction, Wisconsin. Oh, the Liney Lounge. Oh, I love the Liney Lounge. It's just, I don't know. It's just a vibe. It's fun. This week they have green beer, and canoe paddler. So, there's that, and I'm sure you can find 17 variants of the shandy, even in the winter. Um, or maybe it's only 3 variations of the shandy and then like 17 in the summer. But I kid. The Lining Lounge is a great experience if y'all are going to get out or close this weekend, and of course with the snow and all that. I mean, the ambiance there is just great. But yeah. If y'all down for the green beer, Liney's got your back this week. Headed up to our most northern brewery that we cover probably the most is Earth Rider. They have their pale ale back out. I don't know if this ever leaves, but it's there if y'all want it right now. And obviously we're looking at to go, but I'm sure it's on tap at Earth Rider. Superior, right? Superior. Superior. Headed back down south, y'all. Coming back to the Northwoods, or I guess it's all Northwoods up here. I get confused by that. We have we have a red IPA, and we also have a nitro foreign stout, right? Foreign stout. So we've seen a lot of dry stouts. We've seen wait. Oh no. I was gonna say we saw oyster stout, but no, that was working drafts, oyster. What was that? Red ale? Oh no, oyster dunkel, which I've never heard of or ever seen. But so we have Celtic Red, we have the red IPA. Something's red going on, with the St. Patty's Day festivals and celebrations. And then this Nitro Foreign Stout looks really good. I know it's an AI picture, but you can do that visual in your head. And then an oaked up old fashioned, if y'all want to go that um route. Oh, so it's their seltzer aged in 45th parallel in rye whiskey barrels. That sounds fun. 14% though. Ooh, sounds like one actually. Fun with one. Brickfield Brewing, y'all. Just your standard Irish stout and green ale beer. So Brickfield, y'all. Going pretty much straightforward with what we know and what's again what's safe for St. Patrick's Day is these two. Everybody's just gonna drink these, like, and you make them look like that makes it more likely for me to try to show up in the tap room for them. So, there's always a wild card, right? This is Rush River, who I'm sure has some stouts and some red ales on. No worries, no worries. but they're rolling out a shandy, y'all, and it's light in body, big flavor. Look at that. Summer, yeah, summertime. They're channeling the summer up there. They so are. You know they are. 4.0 though. And then they're gonna have bottles, y'all. Uh bottles will be available, it looks like in a week, but it's on tap right now. So right now for taps, and then I guess they're working on the bottles, y'all. So for the shandy, not a picture of it yet, but if you're looking for something light when it's cold out, you're gonna have this. But it's Wisconsin. It's gonna be 50 next week. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect in 4 days. We are headed all the way down now, coming on the west side of Wisconsin, and we are stopping at Lacrosse with 608, and they just got a plain old porter. And what is that? Something I can't read that. IPA, or I'm sorry, pale. A nice looking juicy pale, right? I mean, if that is what the beer really looks like, that looks juicy. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's a juicy pale ale. If it's not, y'all can please go try it and then tell me I'm wrong. That'd be great. But that looks juicy and good. And then I'm always down for a plain old porter. So 608. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think that might be the last of our taps, y'all. Yeah, we are at the last of our taps here on this Friday afternoon. We have two upcoming events, and tomorrow we have the McFleshman Stout Fest, which is, I think, 10 breweries and all bringing stouts. And the only question left is, will we see you? So, unfortunately, you will not see me there because the weather is scaring your boy off. I don't know. The weather's supposed to start. The weathering here is supposed to start when in the middle of the Southfest, actually, 4 o'clock or something like that. And I live an hour away, and then I'm supposed to be up there drinking big stouts. So, and I didn't really get a hotel or anything situated. So, unfortunately, I will not, me personally, be at Stoutfest, but it's highly encouraged if you are in that area, given the brewery and the selection. I know I saw Quiet Worlds, who's not a brewery yet. I know I saw Nicolette, who is a brewery but doesn't have a brick and mortar, working on that. So you could try them. I saw Fondue Lock. I think Lyle, at least Lyle's beer is going to be there. I think I see Stone Arch in this. I know that's from last year, but I think they're on it. Um, but yeah, there's just going to be some. You could maybe probably expect Appleton Beer Factory, the one that like you could see from McFleshman's. And yeah, so I don't know. StyleFest McFleshman's tomorrow from, I believe, from 3 to 6, and I know that there's still tickets available. So check that out if you want to really warm up with some stouts and you're in the Appleton area. And looking a little bit further, y'all, in April the 25th, Kegels has their Bach Beer Fest, Hofbrau Maibach release party. So yeah, Kegels is, I don't know. I was there once. Landon and I went there once. We had a really, really good time. And it just feel, I don't know, it has 100 years of history. It's just a really nice outdoor beer garden space. I wouldn't call them your classic brewery, but I would call them a place where you could get some good food, and sit outside. Even in the winter, they have heated, they have a nice heated patio. I hear that the concerts are just fun. And then this looks like just another fun event there. At Kegel's Inn, 100 years old. I think they celebrated that last year, so they're 101. And a lot of history, prohibition, a lot of stories, that place tells. So Kegel's Inn is in West Dallas, right? Yeah, or Wauwatosa. I get those mixed up. Right outside of Milwaukee though. And yeah, so Greg's gonna get, or I am Greg, and I'm going to be getting out of here. But I hope that y'all enjoy um, your weekend as much as possible. Be safe. Visit your local breweries. It'll be cleared out by it should, all this mess should be cleared out by Tuesday. So y'all could definitely hit the breweries for the green beer and the Irish stouts and the barrel age and some of the spring beers that I see a lot of my box out there. If y'all are familiar, we're gonna have our new kids on the Maibach beer drop the 1st of May. Collaboration beer between 9 of the breweries that brewed their first batch of beer last year in Wisconsin. Some of them have been mentioned here, like Boulder Junction and Vault, and some of them haven't been mentioned here, like Last Stitch Brew Pub, Tailwinds Brew Pub, St. Francis, Lombardi, Mobcraft, and I'll do Lock Brewing, but they were mentioned too. So, Brewed Omen was not mentioned. And I should mention them. I should have mentioned them. I forgot. Kyle has 2 new beers on tap. He put a hazy out there, and I think he has an Irish Red. Kyle's up to 12 of his own house beers. And I think he has like 12 more guest taps. And they have great food and a nice little, cool little nook there place in Hartford. The first brewery in Hartford in ever. I think. So yeah, hit the class of 25 breweries, hit your local brewery, and just be safe this weekend during the weathering. We have much beer to drink and things breweries to explore. So in the spring and the summer this year. So please be safe this weekend. And I will see you maybe next week here on What's on Tap. But if not, it'll be soon after that. Enjoy what's on tap around our great state, our great beer state of Wisconsin. Cheers, everybody.